Welcome to another edition of Coaches in Cafes Drinking Coffee here at Stinger's Coffee here in Corpus Christi, Texas. I'm Stephen King, joined today by Brent, Erickson, the Director of Track and Field and Cross Country for the Island University. Coach, good to see you.
Morning.
Good morning, absolutely. Right now, you're kind of in the meat of things as we speak to you because we've already completed our conference meets. We're looking now to go to NCAA regionals. It's an exciting time of the year because this is when you're hoping all your athletes are peaking and the ones that have are having this extended opportunity.
It's a fun time of the year for us for sure. Right now we've still got 6 kids going at it, and we'll know Thursday for sure where we're at. Right now we think we have 3 and we're hoping for a couple more, and
that'd be wonderful.
Then we're going to be headed out to California.
Now, of course, you, in I think your second season, finishing up your second year with A&M Corpus Christi, not your second season all time, but you were here before. Now, you were at Texas A&M Kingsville, you were at Texas A&M Corpus Christi as an associate head coach at one point, then you ventured off and gathered all types of tremendous experience and great accolades across the country before returning to South Texas. Why South Texas? Because I've had this conversation with you before. You really wanted to get back down here.
I did, and when I knew the position was going to be open, Sean and Coach Flanagan, who was here for 18 years, had communicated that he was going to retire, and it did. It piqued my interest a lot. Where can you live on water for a livable price for a coach? Really is just beautiful down here, and unfortunately, we're in some ways we're the best kept secret in the nation. I think it's just. It's a special place. It really is.
Did you have a boat, or was that one of the first things you got?
I didn't, but Kelly and I love fishing, and even just on my way home, crossing the water, we start this nice decompression process from the day. And then we haven't been fishing often here. Track has kind of taken up all of our time. But certainly when the season's over this summer, we're going to get after it again.
If not fishing, that little evening cruise is rather nice.
But that one is good as well.
That one is good as well. No doubt about that. You mentioned Kelly. Of course, Kelly is your wife, and she is also a member of the Texas A&M University Corpus Christi staff in our athletic training. How great is it to have you and your wife in the same atmosphere?
She just understands coaches. I mean, she deals with coaches all day with her sports and probably doesn't want to deal with one when she comes home. But
have to learn when to shut it off, huh?
We do, I think, and she helps me with that because it's hard not to think about this thing 24/7. It really isn't, but she definitely understands coaching, what I'm going through. Sometimes she's gone from Thursday to Saturday, and then the next weekend it's my time to be gone Thursday through Saturday or something, and so it gets a little crazy for us, but it's a fun time.
Do you ever have conversations with other coaches about the luxuries they have of having a defined, simple season of about 4 months? Because in your world, as again, director of cross country as well as track and field, it's consistent. It's almost year round.
It really is. The only time we don't have a competition is basically July, and we could have one in December. We didn't this past year, but honestly, that puts us at 11 months of competing if we want to go that direction.
And you still have the responsibilities of recruiting and everything else that fits in there like some of the other guys in their off seasons.
Recruiting, budgets, planning of all of those things, and certainly Kevin Robinson does a great job with helping me get through all of that. And but yeah, we're just on all the time, and you have to kind of stay mellow a little bit because if you're jacked up in September, it's hard to kind of maintain that all the way through the season and stuff.
You have a couple really special athletes in particular, and we've talked about this before. These, maybe not necessarily once-in-generation athletes, but in the case of this university, for sure, an athlete like Shane Hansen. She's a young lady who's won the high jump for 4 straight years in the conference, and she's just special.
Yeah, domination, right? I mean, how many people can do that? Not very often, not very many places, and she's taken it up another level this year. She scored over 5,200 points in the heptathlon. I think she's become a better athlete in the whole scope of things. She's over 6 feet and a half inch now. That's world class. That's world class athlete that has a chance to compete.
That's like second in the nation, right? In Division I.
Tied for second, yeah. It's at that level. So yeah, you're right. Just a special athlete, and again, Kevin has done a great job coaching her.
Is she going to be one of those type of athletes we're going to see compete internationally?
I think we will, because I think her top end is still there. Technically, she can still get better with getting her head back and her hips up. She has incredible knee drive, so her hops are just absolutely incredible. If she works on some of the fine tuning of some other things, she'll be a 6'2", 6'4", and then that's Olympic level for sure.
Well, I tell you, Coach, it's been a good year so far. I mean, you've had tremendous success. Congratulations once again on the Southern Conference Championship in women's cross country. That was amazing. And you had some special athletes there as well.
Yeah, no, that was incredible. Part of the fun is that wasn't expected. We were 4th last year, and basically bringing the same crew back. And so
Wow.
Allison went from basically being 7th in conference the first year to winning the meet by 35 seconds. So the progression for her is incredible. She got to go to nationals, so we're at the University of Wisconsin running in 26 degrees and snow all on the ground, and it creates those special moments. And,
Absolutely.
and you know, we've set 21 school records. Last year was 23, this year's 21. It's going to get harder as we go because these marks are climbing.
Setting those bars high,
But
that's for sure.
we've brought in a great recruiting class, and we're just getting better and better.
Coach, I appreciate you joining us today here at Stinger's Coffee. Coaches and drinking coffee in cafes. You know, we're having a great time, and congratulations on your success and best of luck coming forward.
Thanks, Steve.